Good evening, Queen City. Tonight is our captain's meeting for event number 7, Lake Keowee. Now, this event was supposed to be in January, but it had to be moved because of inclement weather. So now it's in August 15th, which is this Saturday. um, the director of the event is going to be Blaine Upton. So he would be the person on the day of the tournament to message. If you have any questions, if something's happening, let him know. Launch is at 6:15 a.m. So that means you can put your kayak in the water and you can leave the ramp at 6:15. You can go find your spot. You have 15 minutes at 6:30. That's when lines are in, and then you can start casting your line in the water, trying to catch a fish. And if you catch a fish right at 6:30, you can take a picture of it and it will count. The last picture of the day is at 2:29:59 p.m. So that's the last picture that you can take that'll count towards the tournament. You could really take more pictures after that, but they aren't going to count. So you're kind of wasting your time. You have 1 hour to submit your photos. So from 2:29 to 3:29:59 p.m. If you're in an area with bad service, you have that hour of time to find somewhere we have service and submit all your fish. If you submit them after 3:29:59 p.m., they do not count towards the tournament. So just keep that in mind. The experience, I've fished all over Lake Keowee. It's really close to my house. I love that lake. I have never been in an area that has bad service. We have a special guest later on in the podcast that will talk more about that. Maybe he'll tell us if he has had any issues, but I myself never had any issues with service. But still, just keep that in mind. Keep track of your phone. I wouldn't sandbag. I know some people like to do it, but you just never know. You get to the end of the day and now you can't find service, or the worst thing that could happen is you have a winning bag on your phone and you're trying to be funny and then you drop your phone in the water. I'm just saying it's a bad idea. I wouldn't risk it. So I would submit those fish when you have service, just so you don't have to worry about that last hour stressing yourself out. Had a couple times. There was one time I didn't get to submit my fish. It was a no limit tournament. I think I had like 13 bass and I couldn't find service in time, so they didn't count. So just don't do it. It's not very fun, very stressful. After that, the ceremony is at 4 p.m. The venue is at 621 North Townsville Street, Seneca, South Carolina. Now, if you're obviously not going to remember that. You're probably not going to write it down. So I'm going to show you real quick. Let me share my screen with you so I can show you. Oops. Let me remove that one. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen so I can show you where to find that, because sometimes I used to actually have a hard time with this. Okay, here we go. So when you sign up on TourneyX, here you go. You're going to scroll down. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. And the venue is right there. Boom, 621 North Townsville Street, Seneca, South Carolina. Be there at 4 p.m. or be square. I don't want you to miss out on it. The weigh-ins are really cool, guys. I always recommend you go. Obviously, one, because you get to get some free food, free drinks, but also when you socialize, it gives you the opportunity to learn, wow, how did these guys catch them? Because maybe you had a bad day on the water. You show up to the weigh-in and you figure out, and they'll talk to you. A lot of these people will talk to you when they do really well. I mean, maybe they won't tell you everything, but they'll give you a little bit, enough for you to kind of problem solve a little bit and put some things together. And maybe the next time you go out there, you'll do better. Now, I will say that Vinny had put something on a post. It sounded like a hint. You probably want to make a visit to Keowee because it's coming back in 2027. I don't know what that means. I'm hoping it's what I think it means. If we were lucky enough to get TOC on Keowee, I'd be really excited. I don't know if it meant that. Maybe it just means it'll be one of the main events, which is awesome either way. But gosh, it would be really cool if it was a TOC, because he did say that TOC was in place. But then he put that hint out there, so I don't know. Don't quote me on it, but I will say that I'm hopeful that that's what he meant by that. Queen City is a catchboard only club. Now, we did fish the Bassmaster event and they were allowed a couple different ones, but this is just a main series Queen City event. So it's catchboard only. Make sure you have a catchboard. Those other ones are not going to work. For identifiers, you have to have a Queen City identifier. I'm going to share my screen again just to make sure so that everybody can see this. Just in case somebody's new and they're not sure, I think it's always good to be as helpful as you can. All right, I'm going to share my Facebook. Okay, so a couple of things on the Facebook page I'm just going to show you. So when you go to the Queen City page, go to files. A couple of things that are really important here. One, is the ramp list. Keep in mind that the Keowee Town Landing is closed. Again, one more time. Keowee Town Landing is closed. So you cannot use that ramp in this tournament. For the other ramps, just click on the ramp list and you can go on there. It'll show you all of the different ramps on the page. You can click on them from your cell phone and it'll Google Maps you right to your location. You can also go on here. You can see your standings, but you can do, let's see, where is it at? The rules are down here. I always tell people, I'm going to tell you some of the rules, but I'm not going to read all the rules to you guys. So just go down there and read the 2026 Queen City rules. It's important. Any club you fish, I think you should always read the rules for obvious reasons. You do not want to break a rule on accident and end up getting DQ'd or something. That's, that would never be a fun thing to happen. I also believe the identifiers are on here. Let me just make sure yeah, there we go. ID cards. You can get them on the page and print them out if you do not have one. So you can just go on there, click on the IDs and print one out and that counts. Okay. Use that or a tin tag. I recommend the tin tags. Tin tags are really cool. If you don't have one, you can still order one. And if you qualify for the TOC, you get a free one. And they're always really cool. The Santee Cooper ones were really cool this year. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I like to make sure I'm very on top of things. Okay, price. Okay, if you've never signed up for an event or you're not sure yet, the entry fee is $112. That includes big bass, so you don't have to pay that separate fee. I know sometimes that gets a little annoying, and then or you forget. I forgot one time and lost out on $300 because I forgot to pay the fee. It's included. The small bass fee is $10. If you want to become a member, it's $75. Elite side pot is $75 also. You can only enter in the elite side pot if you're a member. And of course, anytime you sign up for a Queen City event, you can donate to the Real Heroes event. Just when you scroll down during registration, you can see how much you can donate in there. If you'd like to, you can. Some of the small bass does get donated anyways, so there's always a little bit that goes towards them at the end. Their registration ends at 10 p.m. tomorrow, so please sign up before then. I know one of the things here with these Carolina boys, we like to wait until 9:58 to start signing up. I would sign if you're going to fish it, you might as well sign up now. I always think that like the more people sign up early, we end up getting more people in the event overall. Now their pre-fishing ends at 12 a.m. There is a nighttime tournament on Keowee tomorrow night, and I believe it goes past 12 a.m. So if you fish that, you'd have to get off the water before 12 a.m. If you don't, then you can't fish the Queen City event. So just keep that in mind. Again, fishing and pre-fishing ends at 12 a.m. So you've got to be off the water. Just wanted to put that out there. I know there were some questions about that. If you have any extra questions, go ahead and shoot Blaine or Vinny a text message. Their cell phone numbers are on the Tourney X page. Just like I showed you earlier, you can scroll down. It has all the information you need down there. Just scroll down and check it out. Now, without further ado, we have two special guests today. The first one, her name is Charlotte. She's going to share stuff about, I believe it's called Travel Oconee, but if I got that wrong, she's going to correct me. Let me add her to the stage.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, yes, I'm Charlotte Waters with Visit Oconee.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Yes, and I just wanted to tell everyone we're excited to have you in Oconee County on Saturday. And you're welcome to go to our website if you are staying overnight. There we have a list of different options, overnight stays, and a list of restaurants and any other information you might need while you're in the county.
Very cool. Can you tell us more about like how did this all start and what does it entail? Like I think for me, like I understand that it's like, what is the business of it? Like tell me about it.
Well, Visit Oconee, we are a tourism management organization through the county. So we promote tourism in Oconee County, and I'm the director of sales. So I personally target different groups. And what we have in our area is mostly water, so I promote a lot of fishing in the area. And I didn't know there was a fishing tournament Saturday or Friday night, so that's a new one for me. um, but I'm the person that helps Vinny set up meeting space that's needed and works with the parks to make sure the dates are available. So we stay in contact a lot together. And with my position, we do anything mostly fishing, but we have some gravel roll events, we have some road cycling events, to meetings. We do conferences, so a lot of different things. And then we have the marketing aspect of it, where we cater to the individual traveler that is just coming in for the weekend or a long week. Because what you will see while you're out on Lake Keowee, for those that have been out there and those that this was their first time, there are a lot of beautiful homes around this lake. And half of these homes are second homes for people in Charlotte and Atlanta. So a lot of these are rented through Airbnb. And so we encourage people to come and spend their time here. We actually don't promote summer because we don't need to promote summer. We try to spend our efforts promoting spring, fall, and winter. And that's, in a nutshell, kind of what we do. We're the tourism part of the county.
Okay, very cool. Thank you for explaining that to me, because I
Yeah.
was always curious about that.
Yeah. Well, people confuse us with the Chamber of Commerce. And the Chamber of Commerce obviously works with businesses that are they're trying to get businesses in. And we just want to promote tourism. We want you to come and stay. And we do have people that come and stay and then they're like, I need to move there. So we are actually the
Yeah.
fifth fastest growing county in the state.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Keowee is a beautiful place. I'm sure it can't be too hard to get people out there, right?
It's not. Saturday, and I do warn people, we're all facing this heat advisory. And Saturday is going to be really hot. So make sure you have plenty of water and sunscreen. And there will be boats out there enjoying the last, month or two. We're lucky enough to be able to be on the lake up until October. So
Yeah.
just be careful. Everyone knows Keowee, if it looks like it's going to come up a storm and you have the capability right there, check your radar, because our storms can be, we're in the South. So just make sure you're safe.
Okay. That's every evening it's been storming, so
Oh, yes. It's been crazy in the evenings.
yeah, absolutely.
In the South Cove Park, which some people go out of, they lost a lot of trees just this week from a storm that went through.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy. It blows in fast. Like I went there a couple days ago and it blew in and blew out in like 15 minutes. It was crazy.
Exactly. You don't want to be in it during those 15 minutes.
No, you don't.
But it won't last long.
Well, thank you so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate you hopping on the podcast tonight and explaining more about. Okay, is it? Help me out again.
Visit Oconee.
Visit Oconee. Okay.
Yes. You're welcome, and y'all have fun.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
And now you can give me another fruit snack.
No, I'm not done yet.
Right.
One thing I just realized that I forgot to mention, guys. I just want to make sure is you can only run one motor in Queen City. I don't know if I remember that, but it just randomly popped in my head. Also, to wear your life jackets. Obviously, it is a rule. You will get DQ'd if you're not wearing a life jacket. But also, it's never worth risking your life. I see it all the time. People out on the water without a life jacket. I actually had a guy. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus, but at the Real Heroes event, I got a hook stuck in my arm. He helped me get it out. And then later on, I went and looked at the footage on my GoPro, and he was not wearing a life jacket. I would never throw him under the bus because he kind of really saved me on that one. But don't risk your life, guys, just for the sake of comfort. Put your life jacket on. Obviously, follow the rules as well. But I'm always whenever I see my friends out on their paddle boards on Facebook and they don't have their life jackets, I always message them to put their freaking life jacket on because I hate seeing those stories. Please never be that guy that we see on the news. Just always wear your life jacket, especially in the event, because it is part of the rules. Also, if it is dark, if you launch and it's dark out, it's not safe light. You have to have a 360 light. And you also have to, if you have a motor, you have to have a red and green light on the bow of your kayak. All right, so that's done with rules. I do have a special guest, Bennett Nall. He's going to hop on, and he's going to tell us how Keowee is on fire right now, because it is, guys. Don't let anybody tell you that August is not a good time to go fishing. Don't let anybody tell you that Keowee is fishing like crap right now in August, because they are lying to you. It's fishing really good. I've been out there quite a few times. You can catch a lot of fish, and you can catch big fish. But I'm gonna pull him on now, so he can tell you the same thing I told you. Hopefully. How's it going, man? Oh, you're muted, I think. That's weird. Let me
I can't see him.
see what the heck's going on here.
What the heck's
Okay, I would back out and then try to come back in, see if that works. All right, he's gonna back out and come back in a second.
Gent. Gent. It's a gent. Is it a bad word for me or a good word for me?
What did you say?
Hike.
All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, try to talk. Dang it. Yeah, it's not working again. Someone in the private chat. I'm not muted on my end. Okay, maybe
That's
this is
funny.
my fault. I don't know why it worked for her, but not for you. It's not much people in the comments, bro.
You're a goober.
Okay, here we go. We'll try it again. We'll see if he's going to come back. Sorry, guys. We're having some technical difficulties here. All right, we're adding him back in. Says you're on.
Does this work?
Yes, it's working now.
Okay.
There
I
we
just
go.
learned from my phone. I don't know what's going on with the computer.
All right, tell us, Bennett. No, don't tell us all the secrets.
I
Tell
can't do all that. I don't know. I've practiced a little bit on Keowee here recently, and it's been a blast. I usually have a really hard time finding those 18+ inch bites, and usually August is my least favorite month ever to fish.
Ow.
But I think this has probably been the best August I've ever had. There's a lot of big fish eating on Keowee. The boat tournaments have been taking 17 to 20 pounds to win.
Wow.
Like every single time. So by different people. It's not just one person who's fishing tournaments who's on them. It's been everybody. So it's going to be a really exciting one. I think we're going to see a lot of 20s. Surprisingly, Keowee's not really known for them. But I've caught more 20s on Keowee the past couple weeks than I have the last 3 years. So it's been kind of stupid. But still, there's a ton of fish eating. There's a ton of fish deep. There's still some fish shallow. So, no, it's been fishing really, really good. This should be one that everybody's excited for.
Yes. I'm not lying. It is really fishing good. There's giant schools of spots just roaming around. There's big largemouth that are chewing. Like it's crazy. I took my daughter a couple days ago with me, and we caught a 19 3/4 inch largemouth. I cooked it on her little kid's pole on a shaky head. It was pretty crazy. But it is fishing really good. Surprisingly, I know some, like you said, like it can be really tough in August. I remember we had a tournament there a couple of years ago, and it was tough. I remember that one was tough. But I don't think there's going to be some really good solid limits out there. A lot of fish are going to be caught. If you're not catching them, you're in the wrong area. That's what I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, keep moving because they're somewhere, I promise you.
Absolutely, yeah. And I don't know if it's like Norman, but I'm guessing possibly. But like Norman, they really start biting once the boats get out. I haven't had that experience on Keowee yet, but maybe that's the case. But yeah, it's really good, guys. Do not get discouraged. Like if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to fish. It's in August. The fishing's tough. It's not. It is not on Keowee right now. It's fishing phenomenally.
There's not many times that I feel like you can catch big ones just fishing in general, but it's been like every ramp I've gone to has had big ones where I've never seen big ones before.
That's awesome.
So it's been fun. They're spread out all over the lake. I've caught good fish from dam to dam and everywhere in between. So there's, I don't know. It kind of leaves me in a quandary of what I'm going to do Saturday. I might just fish 5 different boat ramps. I don't know. But
how many days have you pre-fished?
well, I was temporarily unemployed for about a week and a half, so I spent like 4 days in there, on the lake. I don't know, I probably spent maybe 7 days in the past month and a half on Keowee, and I've enjoyed it a lot. The bites change a little bit, from week to week, but it's been really good every single time.
And they're eating topwater.
They are eating topwater. Yes. There were a couple points I'd pull up on and throw topwater, and I would have schools of 15 to 20 all slapping at my walking bait, and I'd see 4-pound spots just under it. Like Keewee's one of those lakes where you go to a lot of these other largemouth lakes, and they seem to kind of shut down some in August. It's really hard to get a bite. Keowee, like they're still as active as if it had, it's like March and the water's just getting warm. Like they're still super active. They're still eating. They're not shut off. The water might be warm. I think the water temp is between 85 to 88, kind of depending where you go. It's warm water, but those fish are still super active for this time of year.
Yeah, and you catch them both ways. You could catch them scoping. I've caught a bunch scoping. I caught a bunch up shallow, no scope at all too. Like I think it's gonna be really interesting. I want to see how it plays out. I have a couple other people that I talked to that caught some really solid limits. So it's gonna be super competitive. I think this one. I really do.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for Saturday. I'm nervous, but I might not catch a limit. I don't know. I might just go looking for 4 big ones. Who knows what's going to happen? But it's going to be a really fun event that I know. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised how many big fish they run into as well.
I agree. Thank you so much for hopping on, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Thank you too. Bye.
All right, guys. You heard it from I would call him the Keowee legend. This guy catches fish on Keowee all the time. He catches lots of big fish, and he's hard to beat there. And he said it. I'm telling you too, guys, that it is Keowee is a slept-on fishery. There is a lot of fish in there. There's a lot of good quality fish, a lot of big largemouth. I think it's better largemouth fishing than Norman is. Norman is better spotted bass, but I think Keowee is a better mix. You can catch big spots and a lot of really big largemouth in there too. But I think it'll take over 76 inches to win. I really do believe that. It's gonna be a crazy one. I would recommend to have a walking bait tied on at all times because every single time that I've been out, I think I've been out like 5 times. Every single time I'll be just going, from spot to spot, and then all of a sudden they're just blowing up. Like there's like a school and just blowing up. You throw your walking bait over there and they smash it. Not all of them are going to be big ones, but you might get lucky and there'll be a group. There was one time I was like in the middle of the channel, 80 feet of water in the middle of nowhere. It just started blowing up. And thank goodness I have a walking bait on, but like it happens quick. So be prepared, tie on a walking bait. That's the one bait I'll give you. I'd have a walking bait tied on because you never know when those suckers just start blowing up. You want to be prepared for it if you're towards the main lake. Oh, I just gave you another hint, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, if you have any questions, text Vinny, text Blaine. They'll help you out. I hope I was helpful. Again, go read those rules. Wear your life jacket. Have your 360 light, your red, green light. Make sure the kayak is registered. Make sure you have your fishing license. That's something I always stress about, and I'll check like 5 times before I get to the lake. Like, dang it. Make sure you got that license. Again, launches at 6:15. Start fishing 6:30, 2:29. It's over 3:29. Make sure those fish are submitted by then. Go to the venue, get some free food and some free drinks, and meet some cool peeps. and we'll see you guys on Saturday. I'm going to try to make the weigh-in unless my tire blows up. That's the only reason I wouldn't be there. Have a good night.